We don't seem to be focusing enough on the fact that Charlie Kirk was beginning to ask questions about Jewish donors who seem to fund all of these destructive policies and organizations that target the stability of our country. Like, you know, the left-wing radicals.
Jewish communities have been pushing the exact kind of hatred against whites that they claim to want people to stop using against them. Now, I don't like generalizations. Not every Jewish person believes that. But it is true the Anti-Defamation League was part and parcel with Black Lives Matter. It is true that some of the largest financiers of left-wing anti-white causes have been Jewish Americans. They went all in on woke. And it wasn't just ADL. It was some of the top Jewish organizations in the country that have done that. In fact, we have seen this with the recent retreat of Jewish donations that are no longer going to be administered to colleges, right? Mark Rowan, Leon Copperman. Can we get that full list? It's very powerful. The part of the, so that's totally true. And by the way, Tucker Carlson reinforces this. So I'm going to kind of, it was quite a day on the internet. Tucker Carlson was interviewing Candace Owens. We have Candace Owens coming up next hour. And Tucker Carlson mentions that Jewish Americans have primarily been financing cultural Marxist ideas. We said this, by the way, last week, and people came after us.
We were on top of it.
We actually said it in a different way. We said, I'm glad that Jewish Americans are reconsidering their financing of cultural Marxism.
But they're not reconsidering their financing of cultural Marxism. Because if they do reconsider it, they wouldn't have control of the narrative that is artificially dividing us. Thoughts and concepts into our head that would turn us against each other. Unfortunately, Charlie Kirk is no longer alive to explore this avenue of holding Jewish donors to account for these destructive, divisive policies and agendas that they're funding. The majority of them. And he's, like he said, it's not just fringe groups. It's the majority of major Jewish donors.
And it wasn't just ADL. It was some of the top Jewish organizations in the country.
I bet you that his new recruits who are going to be taking over are not going to be talking about this. It's going to get buried, coincidentally.
And people misunderstood it intentionally and slandered us as being anti-Semites. But listen to this. Tucker Carlson is completely correct by saying this, that the philosophical foundation of anti-whiteness has been largely financed by Jewish donors in the country.
So not only is he calling them out here, he's also encouraging them to go see Tucker and Candace.
Tucker Carlson was interviewing Candace Owens. We have Candace Owens coming up next hour.
Two of the biggest, most prominent anti-Semites in the world right now.